So here's an interesting bridge, and this is something very important, talking about community. This is for the city of Dayton, Ohio. This city is divided by the Great Miami River. And when I say divided, I don't mean just physically divided. I mean divided economically, divided racially, divided in all sorts of ways. So when they brought us in to have this community meeting, they wanted us to somehow glean from the audience how they see themselves, what do they want this new bridge to speak about. Now, of course, I go there, we do our research, and I say, well, Dayton, Ohio, that's where the Wright brothers created their plane, the Wright B Flyer for World War I. Other aspects of Dayton that's very important. I had some ideas, but I didn't want to go in with any prejudice. I walk in. The entire audience was African American on the west side, and I'm standing in front. I say, okay, please tell me tell me about this bridge. Tell me about your city. What do you want? And they said, do you realize that this bridge we close down once a year in solidarity to the Selma March Martin Luther King had? This road is called Martin Luther King Bridge. This bridge is called the Peace Bridge. Oh, did I not mention that on the west side, the opposite side of downtown, the neighborhood, the African American neighborhood, that's where the Wright brothers had their bike shop. That's where the airplane was invented. You start seeing how important that side of the city is. And the building stock looks like, well, Georgetown, looks like Virginia. I mean, old, beautiful architecture. How do you tell that story? How do you involve all of these people, downtown, all nationalities, all histories? How do you do that? Well, because there are locations to do that. If you have a bridge, this has a light rail up on top. You have bike riders going across. How do you get from there down to the hike bike path down at the bottom? How do you go from the hike bike path up on very top? And what do you want that experience to be like? Do you just want them moving from point A to point B? Or how about telling the story of why you're there, of why this is there, why these people are there?